Pisces, so this is the second reading of today. If you're interested in seeing the first one, just go to the homepage and go look it up. It's the video right before this one. Now these are standalone, so you will get something regardless if you watch both or just one. And I appreciate for you being here. If you like these readings, please make sure to subscribe before you take off and hit that notification bell to all. I also offer now a membership that you can join on YouTube, and there's also one on Patreon. They're pretty much the same as in pricing, and there's different pricing points for what people can afford. You get the same thing regardless of what you donate every month. And there you will have videos that you won't see like these regular videos. I talk about different things, well, all pertaining to us and how that energy can affect us, like Saturn showing up in our charts, as well as how nature right now is helping us lift our vibrations, as well as deck interviews. I do deck interviews for every new deck that I get, so all that kind of content. If you want to spend more time with me and donate at the same time, that helps me, the channel, it's available to you. There's all kinds of stuff in the description box, so go look that up and do what you feel, because that's all you can really do. The second card we had today was the card of family. Family is, for me, in these readings right now, is what you surround yourself with, not from. See, family has a double-edged sword. We come here with the family that we picked, but we don't feel like we picked them when we're here. It's kind of people where we feel stuck sometimes with, that we grow up. But this isn't the kind of family that this card is representing. It's the people that you feel close to. It's, you know, brother, sister from another mother. Those people that make you feel surrounded, loved, and cared for. Whether they are in the room or not, you always feel their presence and their energies in your life. That can be coming in as well from spirit guides, people that you feel, or energies that you feel are always with you, every single day, every single moment. The first reading today was really talking about those negative energies that make you feel separate from everybody else. But this is not the case here. They want you to focus, because this is Spiritual Guidance Day. So they want you to focus on those energies that make you feel surrounded. The word of the day is surrounded, okay? Solitude. We had the Five of Pentacles this morning coming in to show that solitude and surroundedness, these are the black and white of things, okay? That is the shades that separate you. Think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. All one. I love this. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet times. Right. So that's what I was like feeling, and that's what I was telling you. I was feeling like sometimes you're alone, but you don't feel alone, you feel surrounded. I hope you're getting what I'm saying, because it's sometimes some people don't know what that feels like. It's like knowing there are people that love you. Like right now, my two guys are in the house somewhere, but I know that their energies are around. I know that they uphold the energy of this household, and that I am part of their energy, and that they love me and I love them, and we don't have to be in each other's presence, and they could leave the house, but they would still be part of my energy field. I would feel surrounded by their love 24 hours a day, and that will not change, I feel, for the time that I am here physically on this planet and beyond, okay? So that's that kind of energy. It's that family energy that surrounds you, those people that you love, who are always part of your energy, whether they're in your face or not. And this is one of the best conduits to finding balance and tapping into spirit energy, your intuition, all that helps you and guides you in your life path. Okay? This morning's reading we were really looking at those energies, and I hope that you took the time to write down those energies that do the exact opposite of that. Okay? So, I'll take another one, so I am going to. I don't know if I want to, but we're there. We're doing it, so. I like that. Not alone, all one. All one. This one says, always trust the purity of your heart. There's the card of purity. Look inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answer to your question. So, coming back to the heart center. We often think that our heart or your heart center gets broken or fractured when negative things happen to you. But that's also, I feel like their spirit is saying it's not entirely true. It's a distorted way of thinking of things. Okay? I always said to myself, when my heart breaks, it's not my heart that's broken, it's my mind. It's my mind that's saying that something in me is broken. A very different thing. Okay? So, I really want you to go to your heart center. We've been talking about that for a week now. So your heart center is definitely the path and the key for you to get out of whatever negative energy that you've been caught up in. Okay? Purity of thought. We did have the King of Swords, the clarity of the swords, and the Justice card, and both the King of Swords came through, reminding us that it's important to really tap into that specific energy. Okay? When negative energy comes in, it tends to muddle things up. It tends to bring in confusion, makes you feel lost and alone. But we are all one, as they say, right? We are all one. Yeah. So, you have to take a bit of time with the Seven of Pentacles to figure out what's throwing you out of whack. And that's what we did this morning. All the different negative energies that come in to really throw you into a loop, to rock the cradle, to make the bow break, and I don't know, have you all tilty and stuff. Okay, the Justice card is in reverse. That's out of balance. I feel that they're saying that when you do that, you're actually cutting off your nose to spite your face. I'm not sure if that's said correctly, but it's time to really assess what this negative energy is doing to you. Okay? Because sometimes we think that when we react to outward things in a negative way, we're actually throwing that negativity out to somebody. But they're showing me, it's like that saying that they say when you point it at somebody, you have 3 fingers pointing back at you. So what's happening is it's 3 times worse coming back at you. Okay? All that venom, and it's toxic in nature, is really not giving anything to the growth of the garden. So it's time to take those toxic things out of there. In the traditional Rider-Waite, you see him like looking and cleaning the garden, because that's what's needed. You need to sometimes get rid of the overabundance or the crowded stuff so that the individual plants can breathe and can get stronger. Okay? You cut off the dead ends, the stuff that don't, that are just taking up room for nothing, because you want the nutrients to go to a part of the plant or the tree that's going to be able to really benefit from it. So this is the same thing. You want your energy to benefit from the positive, and if you keep feeding a different part, like the negative, the defensiveness, the crisis, the upheavals, the drama, the addictions, the restrictions, if you keep feeding that, you're not really helping anything, and you start feeling alone. Okay? Because we had the card of the Five of Pentacles come out twice this morning. That is alienation and alone. When you stop feeding alone and you start feeding all one, things start changing. This Justice card flips around and you start feeling more in balance, and things start falling back into place. Clarity. Okay, so feel that. Alone, all one. Are you seeing clearly? The swords this morning of the Justice and the King of Swords, the swords of clarity. Are you seeing clearly? When negativity comes in, you are not seeing clearly. You're seeing from the eyes of muddled, of fog, of a very low energy form underneath the fog. Okay? So you can't see above anything. You can't push forward because you're stuck. You're stuck in the mud, okay, and in the muck. Page of Cups. We're good at juggling things, Pisces. If you look at this card, it seems like fish are coming out of the cup into the hand. You have to feed the dreams that you want, Pisces. And when I look at this, that's what I feel. I feel that you're feeding the dreams that you want. And that's what you should be doing. Don't feed the wrong beast. Don't feed the wrong energy. It keeps coming back the same way. Okay? Keep your path and your journey pure in the energies that you give it. I know it's impossible to be like that all the time, but it's possible to make yourself aware of the things when they come. Like I said this morning, write them down. All these things that made you feel this way, write them down. Okay? All these triggers that came in, write them down. Why write them down? Because when it happens again, you'll remember having written them down. You'll remember that, hey, wait a minute, I'm feeding a negative beast. Okay? What do? I have to feed the better one. I have to feed all one, not alone. Okay? Eight of Pentacles, right? It's all about work. Are you working to dig yourself a hole to fall into, or are you digging yourself out of a hole? It's all a play of word, right? They're showing me, are you putting handholds? Are you moving away from that hole? Are you just digging, not realizing that you're digging and falling into this hole? Okay, this work that you're doing. Make sure that you are putting the energy where it needs to be put. Quality over quantity, and quality over I don't know, I feel like it's a gut reaction. There's certain things that are just, you get triggered and you go there, right? Somebody says something and then you're there. This is taking your time. This is mulling it over for a minute and going, do I really want to feel that bad again? Do I want to get stuck over there? No, I don't want to. Right, move away, the Eight of Cups. And then it's choosing to go, I'm just going to move somewhere else, okay? I'm going to move away from that shadow right here, okay? Back into this better work. Back into this 7. Making sure that my plant has enough air and energy to grow. I'm not feeding it the wrong stuff. I'm not overburdening the system. Okay. Then you have the Six of Pentacles. Great card. The card of give and take. Okay. Because when you put too much energy in the negative, then it's taking away from you. There's no more balance in here. This is about balance, the give and take. But the Six of Pentacles is a give and take of your own balance, your own system. Okay? Not only are you free to give, you're also available to receive. Because when you block yourself up with this kind of, when you surround yourself with the wrong kind of energy, you're no longer receiving. It's like the antennas get blocked up. Nothing's coming in. That's what I have here. Okay? Two of Swords. You don't see it. You're not seeing it when you're in that frame of mind. Yeah. Okay. So Five of Swords is always the card of comparing between winners or losers. Depending on what side you are on, Pisces, you're winning or you're losing. And remember that. There is a very precarious balance to be held between those two things. So, when you throw yourself out of balance with these negative energies, you throw a lot out of balance. You become the loser. Okay? Even though sometimes you feel you're on the right side of that energy, in other words, somebody has caused you great injustice that makes you feel anger and you get upset and then you want to fight back, and you do. When you get caught up in that anger, however, you're no longer really the winner because you're sacrificing your energy and nothing is coming back in. So I'm not saying to defend your rights or defend people or to fight. But be careful of how you're using that energy to do it. That's the only thing I would say to that. Always put yourself in check of where your energy's at. Are you keeping it in balance? Are you keeping it flowing back and forth? Or are you sorely imbalanced? Okay? And not on the good side of things. Where you feel like you're alone fighting the world. It may be time to just take things and look at them in a different way. Alright, so this has been an interesting day of readings, but always really insightful. I think they're preparing us for the beautiful Sagittarius energy that's coming in tomorrow, that may take things to another level and kind of shift us into an even greater imbalance if there's one to be had. So I'm going to take their advice, keep it to heart, and try to keep myself flaming the right energy. I'm leaving you with a lot of love, light, and energy, and blessings, and everything good, my beautiful ones. And I will see you tomorrow. Take care.